And there were a few sharp-looking guys getting off the Pelicans team bus earlier on. Their only thought now is coming away with a win on the road. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Phoenix Suns against the New Orleans Pelicans. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Running on the wing, they'll have Jones and Ingram. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4, and Valanciunas at the 5. And it's McCollum in at the 1 spot. And for the Suns, the small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Now, here's Bridges. The ball around, 5 on the clock, pass to Paul. Here's the 3, sinks the triple.
Just think about the growth of what Chris Paul has done with that three-pointer. 28% for 3 as a rookie, and now a guy you can't leave.
McCollum against Paul. McCollum passes to Williamson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
It's McCollum with the drive. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. And there's the drive. Johnson wide open. He fired. Triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Valanciunas passes to Jones. Williamson double team. Now McCollum, he's guarded by Johnson. Williamson left side. Not going to go that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Paul surveying the floor. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Paul. Pelicans pull it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And it's Ingram missing. Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to Golden State. And here's Booker from the arc. And it's Ingram with the rebound. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. McCollum kicks to Ingram. Johnson against Williamson. Banked in off the glass.
Zion Williamson.
Williamson's got 5.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
Ingram against Bridges. Back to Booker from outside the arc. And the three ball is good.
It's what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
Ingram against Bridges. Now here's Ingram, guarded closely. Jones, the pass to McCollum. 4 on the clock, over Paul. Kept alive, tries again, and Williamson with a nice bucket inside. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, Zion's going to bring that to the table right there. A presence on the boards and determined to score once he gets his hands on that rock.
Now here's Paul. Ayton inside. Valanciunas is there. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Defensive foul. Jonas Valanciunas. Second personal foul.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Free throw drops for Ayton. Still very early in the season here, but teams, Greg, beginning to hit their stride and get into a rhythm.
And the same can be said for the younger talents. Rookies are shaking off those debut jitters and starting to show us what they can really do.
Here's Jones. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Booker dishes to Bridges. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. It's a 5-point game. Here's Ingram. Goes back up. And Williamson with the layup. Williamson's got 9.
Well, a little contact from the defense goes a long way for Zion Williamson.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And there had been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest this past summer. Zion signing a loaded extension to keep him with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
The top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Number 1, Chris Paul.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Bridges outside. The pass to Johnson. Takes the 13-footer. That's good from Booker on the assist by Johnson.
You know, how smooth is Devin Booker's J right there, and inside the arc he nails it.
A 3 from McCollum, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bridges, and it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 4 rebounds in this game. McCollum deciding where to go with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
Throw good, McCollum. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit
after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, there's been some interesting moves in the Bayou, and this team has set up a roster that I think has some great potential. There's a lot of talent, a lot of interesting players that are on this roster, and I'm excited for their future.
Now here's Paul. Back to Bridges. Passes it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, he passes to the wide-open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
You definitely saw New Orleans making calculated moves, Brent, in the draft.
Yeah, there's some perfect fits alongside what a healthy Zion Williamson will bring to the court. And so if he's in there making that impact, there's a lot of complementary skill sets on this roster that will elevate them to being much more competitive sooner than you think.
First personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for Phoenix, Cam Johnson taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Johnson.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And both free throws good for Johnson. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Now here's Williamson. He's got 9.
There's such an aura around the way that Zion Williamson has come into the league. Such a different player, the way he moves, the way he jumps. There's no doubt that everybody has an eye on Zion.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And he makes the first. And taking a look at the Pelicans, lots of talent have come through that program over the years, and they're loaded now.
Yeah, they've brought in some talent. They've done a good job in the draft and trying to find ways to hold on to these guys, along with having a healthy Zion. If all that comes together, it's definitely going to help their chances to be more competitive.
And both free throws good for Williamson.
And guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core, and with the 8th pick and Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Here's Ingram following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Here he goes. Alvarado passes to Daniels. The three-pointer is right on target.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Booker finds Payne. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Ingram. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
Ingram and that body and that maturation showing off in plays just like that.
Pass to Payne. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Now Ayton. Pass to Šarić. Over Hayes. That one doesn't go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They want to keep it rolling here following this.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
And the rejection by Ayton.
more than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Phoenix making some changes. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Bridges. And Lee's subbed in for Devin Booker. And New Orleans also making a change. Murphy's checked in. Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him. There's the pass to Lee. Phoenix no good that time either.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Alvarado passes to Murphy. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And finished off by Craig.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Here's Alvarado. Payne covering and stolen by Payne. Passes to Craig. And here is Lee. Saric has the open look, and he's good on the three ball. And the Suns lead by 7.
Saric needs to continue to keep drilling that three-point shot. He's going to open up a lot of offense.
Here's Alvarado. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Knocks it loose. Lee with the steal.
Pelicans foul. Jose Alvarado.
And Phoenix making a change here. Landale's checked in. Nancy's checked in for New Orleans. Payne finds Lee. Now Payne. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans.
Well, you like the role that Cam has accepted as a guy who comes in and gives immediate energy and impact to the offense. He does a little bit of everything, but he certainly is a spark plug.
Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Alvarado. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He kicks it to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. A shot's good on the assist by Nance. Daniels has got 5.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
In the first, 2 minutes.
Here's Payne. The shot, no good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Hayes the pass to Nance. The basket.
You got to do better than that on Larry Nance Jr. Outstanding at keeping his balance even after getting hit.
Lee outside. Up to Payne. Pass to Landale. Off target from three-point range.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And so here's Phoenix. The Pelicans make their last shot. Craig, good. Craig's got his second basket.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Daniels. He has 7. Nance outside. The 3. Saric grabs the board. Suns leading by 5. Lee passes to Saric. Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Second personal
Campaign
foul.
just a grinder
15
and
fouls.
has stuck with it. His career arc is quite interesting. Spent time in the G League, and a few years back he was out of the league. Now he's back. He's confident. He's dependable, and he's a huge part of a team playing winning basketball.
2 shots.
That's good from Payne. Landry Shamit's checked in for Dario Saric. Payne hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Alvarado. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. For the 3. And so it's the Phoenix Suns bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. They trail by 7. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. McCollum and Jones are their guards. Larry Nance out there with Ingram. And it's Valanciunas in at the 7. And here's Ingram from the arc. Booker pulls it in. Phoenix leading by 7. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talent, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Here's Shamet following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Down low. And the dunk by Booker.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Here's McCollum. 23 points his last outing. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Shamet. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And now a 9-point Phoenix lead.
Nice job by the team to set up Shamet on that play.
Pelicans shooting about 42% so far. Ball against McCollum. Fade away. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. McCollum kicks to Ingram. Outside, Jones. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. And it's in off the backboard. Valanciunas has got his first 2 points of the night.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Paul. And he gets the bucket. Paul's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Suns.
Deceptive speed from Paul there. You never know what he's going to do.
Now here's McCollum. Ingram right side. Shoots over Shamet. And it's Ingram missing. Phoenix leading by 9. And here is Paul. A clear look for Johnson. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and the blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Now here's Jones. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Valanciunas. That misses off the backboard. Phoenix has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Booker, good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pelicans trail by 13.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jones, that's for 2. Releases from the wing and drills it. The Suns have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Paul passes to Booker. Now, here's Shamet. He's covered by Ingram. Paul, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Ingram. Ingram drawing the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Suns with the ball. Jones drops in the layup for 2. Jones has got it back down to within single digits for New Orleans.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Johnson finds Shamet. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Cullen passes to Ingram. Misses the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Both teams will make substitutions. And so it's New Orleans with it. It's a 13-point game. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Here's Bridges. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. Paul passes to Šarić. Wants to get it to Booker and does. Can't hit from 12. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Trailing by 10. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And you hear the legends, Brent, talk shots. So often it's about what separates winning players from the guys that don't win as much. What comes to mind for you?
I think what comes to mind, Kevin, is expectation. And sometimes we get a little bit ahead of ourselves with guys who we want to anoint as the next great player. Look, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 chances at the highest level to finally reach that point where you have the confidence and the experience and the know-how to be one of the best players in the league, and who compliments you along the way. So to me, it comes with a great deal of patience to let that player achieve that level of success. Now, C.J. McCollum, really one of the more unique scorers in the league, and it has a lot to do with the peanut butter smoothness he has, handling the ball, being on great balance, and being one step ahead of the defense.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Now here's Paul. He's got 7 for 3. Booker. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Pelicans trail by 8. Puts the move on. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason group.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Just 4 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. Booker, good. Booker's got 13.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
To the paint, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Phoenix. Suns leading by 10. Ball outside. Ball's knocked loose. Here's McCollum. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, using that lengthy frame right there to draw contact. McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And the first one drops.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. And so McCollum nails both of them. Suns leading by 8. Paul passes to Bridges. Now here's Booker. Pass to Ayton. Bridges outside. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Bridges has got 5 points so far.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Daniels passes to Alvarado. New Orleans moving it around. And Murphy kicks to McCollum. From 13, Offensive rebound. Murphy dishes to Hayes. Daniels passes to Alvarado. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Alvarado's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Bridges outside. Back to Paul. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Alvarado passes to Hayes. McCollum against Booker. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut back down to 7. The bucket there from McCollum.
You give CJ that kind of shot, and he's going to knock it down. He'll exploit the defense all night long.
Now here's Paul. He's got 9. The pass to Ayton. Puts it up from 12. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Booker against McCollum. Passes it to Alvarado. Now here is Murphy. He's tightly guarded. Three-pointer, Daniels with the tip. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Murphy's got his first bucket in this one.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And so it's New Orleans with it, following the shot by Chris Paul. Daniels dishes to Murphy. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And there's a whistle. Goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Phoenix making some changes. Damian Lee comes in for Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. Pelicans trail by 7. Cullen passes to Daniels. He's with it. Ayton's there. Daniels with it. He's got 7. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it to McCollum. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists tonight.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 5. Payne in the post.
Jose Alvarado. 3rd personal foul. First team
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. So it's the Pelicans now. 6-point game. Alvarado passes to McCollum. Pass to Alvarado. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Alvarado's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Pelicans. Suns leading by 3. Payne passes to Lee. And here is Bridges. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Bridges has got his 3rd basket of the night. McCollum against Lee. McCollum outside. Four seconds left. And he hits the jump shot. McCollum's got 14 points.
Yeah, I wish McCollum would sell microwaves because I'd buy one. That's what he does. He heats up in a hurry.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, tight game. What do you think your team is doing out there so far?
We played okay. We didn't defend as well as we needed to. They made a run. It's a good team over there, but just got to keep the pressure on.
We'll see if the execution holds up. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
They came in prepared. The offense is firing on all cylinders. You love the patience, the flow. Very efficient. Value and possession is fueling their success right now. This is not a team you want to bet against, at least not tonight.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the board, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?